In the West, our understanding of yoga is pretty much asana. It's the poses, it's the physical movement. And this indeed is one aspect of yoga. Yoga means to yoke, it means union. And what is that union? The union is of mind, body, breath, soul, Atman, whatever you want to call it. But it's of the different dimensions of our being. And we move into a space where we experience them all as one. We are no longer just the physical being. We are no longer just the mind. We move into a realm and a dimension where we're able to fully access our highest potential. What I came to understand about 5 years ago was that through the yoga in the West, when we're just doing the asanas, we're only tapping into one dimension of this realm. In the traditional teachings of yoga that come from India, the birthplace of yoga, the asana is actually to prepare our body so that we can sit for extended periods of time and move into our inner space, into our inner world. In the West, we're very much operating on the outer world. We're rushing around. We need to buy the house, the car, the clothes, the vacations, all of these things. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful part of life, and it's a beautiful experience. It's fun. It's spicy. It makes life interesting. But what I found was even more interesting and more profound and more beautiful was moving into the inner space. Swamiji, Paramahamsa Nithyandanda, came to the yoga studio 5 years ago, and he gave a beautiful discourse, and it was the first time that I'd ever met a guru. Guru simply meaning gu, dark, ru, light. A teacher that moves us from darkness into light, from ignorance into knowledge. That's simply what it is. I think in the West we don't really fully understand the yoga teaching and the yoga system. Yoga is actually a science. And what's so beautiful about Swamiji's teachings is that he's able to make the very deep, profound teachings of the East easily understandable in Western terms. We can easily experience it and access it. And what Swamiji does is first he gives us the knowledge, he gives us the understanding so we can kind of move through all those obstacles that the mind creates. The skepticism, the questions, the challenges, judgments. So we get the information, we assess it, and we process it. Then he gives us a technique so we can move into, now we're moving into something that I can actually do. Once he takes us through this technique, it could be a kriya, which is movement through breathing techniques. It could be a beautiful meditation. There's a multitude of techniques that he shares with us through his YouTube channel, on his website, and through many of his programs here in America and also in India. And what I have had the blessing of experiencing is I had a deep inner longing. I knew that there was something more to life. I was just searching, but I didn't know what I was searching for. So what has happened is through the teachings of Swamiji, I've come to understand through knowledge, and then he gives us the technique. And the third thing that he gives is the technique has given us the experience. The experience is something that is our own. It is unique to our own being. Nobody can tell us that we are not having the experience. Nobody can tell us that a deep realization, that a deep truth, that deep aha moment was not our own. He is able to share techniques and give us the tools where we become the leader of our own lives. Each of us is a unique being. Nobody is here to tell us what to do. What Swamiji does is he shows us how to move into that realm of understanding, how to connect with our inner source, with our inner guide. And I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions here in the West, is that we don't understand the full role of a guru, of a teacher. What are these people doing? So as a Westerner, as a city girl, lived in LA for many, many years, I just wanted to share with you that the meaning of these teachers, their purpose in life is to awaken us up to this higher realm of understanding, to these deep, profound experiences. And Swamiji is nothing other than the embodiment of pure love, patience, and compassion. So if you're somebody that has been practicing yoga and you're curious, you know that you feel great, but you also have this inner knowing, there's something else. There's something else. I would really strongly recommend that you either take a program at the LA Vedic Temple or any of the temples that are here in America. YouTube channel, there's hundreds of free videos available to us which provide amazing, profound truths. Pretty much on any topic you want to look up, you can find something. And if you're adventurous, you might even want to consider going to India. He offers a beautiful 21-day program called Inner Awakening. And Inner Awakening is exactly that. It is an awakening of your own being, of your own unique qualities. And that is such a beautiful thing, because once you awaken that aspect of your being, that trust in yourself, you are able to build your life from a foundation that resonates with your own truth. You become an integrated being. All of your actions as you move forward in life come from this inner space, come from this inner knowing, come from this understanding that you are here to do something that is truly unique, and you are the only person that can decide what this is. So the beautiful things with Swamiji is that he gives us the knowledge, then he gives us the technique, and these techniques lead us to the direct experience. And it is through this direct experience we open up, we awake into infinite potential, infinite possibilities. And that is why we are here. That is why we took birth. That is the expression of our being. So anybody who's curious, I highly recommend that you check out any of the things, his book, his website, his YouTube. He's currently broadcasting every night live from India. He shares with us the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. I'd taken a class on the Bhagavad Gita and I still found it confusing. And Swamiji is delivering these timeless truths, these truths that are shared in international schools, they're shared in the business schools in America, and it's for a reason. These are timeless truths. And the way that Swamiji is so able to beautifully share these in terms that I as a Westerner understand and am able to implement in my life is just such an amazing gift. So if you have a sense that there's something more out there, if you're looking and you're not quite sure what for, definitely check out Swamiji on YouTube, check out his books, check out his live broadcasts, go to India, have that amazing experience, do something you thought you would never do. And I can honestly say that it will be the best thing that you have ever done for yourself, for your higher self. Thank you so much.